Alright, so today we're going to take a look at this Saitek X52. It's got the flight stick and the throttle controller here. And I currently have it hooked up to this computer and I'm testing it. But I do want to talk about, these came with like a thin rubber coating over these black areas here and here. And that breaks down on a lot of these controllers. The rubber just breaks down. So what I did was I used some just some isopropyl alcohol, just like rubbing alcohol, and I rubbed this down real good, and I rubbed that coating off to where it wasn't sticky. And yeah, it's smooth now, but that rubber coating is gone. I did want to disclose that, so it's not like, but I mean, they still feel fine. They feel good. So let's talk about the controller. So all I did here was I plugged the unit in, and the throttle controller plugs into USB, and you can see that LCD screen is functioning fine. But yeah, plug the throttle controller into the USB port. The throttle controller connects to the flight stick via a proprietary cable that it comes with, and then I fired up, zoom in here, I fired up Windows, went to the game controller part of the control panel, and this is the properties screen for this Saitek X52 controller. You can see it showing okay over here. And then what I've done is I've actually gone through, and like you can see, I'm moving the throttle controller now. You see that top one that says Z-axis, it's moving along with it. And then like if you look right here at the little crosshair, as I move the flight controller, that moves around. And then I've gone through and I've tested every button. Every time you press a button, you get a light for something there. Every time you move a knob, you'll get like, look, I'll show you which one I'm doing there. I'm not going to do this for all of them. I'm just going to give you an idea of the testing that's been done. Like on top of the throttle controller, there's a little dial. I'm going to do that, and then you can see that that's moving. Right, and there's all kind of stuff like that on here, and like on the flight stick, there's a couple of little hat switches or whatever, and both of those, every time you move them in a direction, you get a different little light lighting up there on the buttons. So I'm going to test every single button, knob, dial, switch that's on these controllers, and everything's working fine. Even these little things here, it all toggles correctly, and it all lights something up or makes a bar move. So everything is good. These work great.